Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for May 19th through the 25th. I'm going to be taking a look at what is coming up for you for the week ahead. I'm going to start by looking at your current situation, where things are heading for you through the week, the internal and external energies affecting you, and the outcome for May 19th through the 25th. This is general. It may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as it helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. Now, at the end of your reading, I will be pulling an oracle message from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in for Cancer. Show me where they're currently at, where they're heading through the week, and their outcome from May 19th through the 25th. I see a family dynamic. Now, this could be like you created a family with someone, but I am seeing you currently spending some time with family. Overall energy is going to be the Six of Pentacles. Work is really important to you. I'm seeing a lot of pentacles come out in your reading, which is telling me, Cancer, that, you're trying to build a legacy for yourself, something you can leave behind. Very proud of how far you've come. You're also receiving some kind of gift here, an inheritance of some sort, or maybe a bonus at work, things of that nature. But you are really looking at the success and it feels good. You feel like everything is on the right track. The Knight of Pentacles comes out of where things are heading for you through the week. I really like this because it's everything you've invested in. Don't give up. You might be taking your time to get to the finish line, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're not in a rush, but you see that there's progress being made the more that you have planted certain seeds that have grown and come to fruition, and that now is like the time for harvesting everything you've worked so hard for. However, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse comes out as the energy you're bringing to your reading. So it's showing me that you're not feeling that independent. You feel like you're losing something here. Not necessarily like I lost my job, but feeling like your pentacles aren't really building the way that you want them to. So if you're trying to rush things, you don't need to. Everything is working out in that way. And when we don't see what we have accomplished so far, everything good that we have going in our life, and we want what we don't have, that can tend to change things. So be very careful of that. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse as the energy to someone who is tied up to your reading. And this person, you couldn't trust them before, but they show up empty-handed. Maybe they owe you money, something of that nature. But this person is like, I'm going to come back. We have the Queen of Pentacles as your outcome, and it is in reverse. So there's a lack of nurturing a connection here. If this is you feeling that things aren't working out, don't overly stress, because you can turn that Queen of Pentacles around to where things feel like everything you touch turns to gold. You have great ideas. When you nurture, a relationship that's important to you, it can really thrive. But there's something about the lack of nurturing or being too busy comes off to somebody else that you don't see them, or vice versa. So let's go ahead and clarify. We're going to start with this 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Now, this could be something romantic here. But with the Pentacles and you building this life currently that you want, and trying to increase your money, You feel like you have way too much on your plate with the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Like you have so much on your plate that it's unmanageable. You feel like you can't work with everyone, but starting with someone new here, whether this is romantic or not, there's love that you're putting into a situation in one direction. But all the other choices and options, you feel like they never worked out. Let me try again. So I see you not giving up. There's a lot of desire and determination to make something work here, and very attracted to whatever this new abundance is that's showing up in your life. So that's really good. Let's go ahead and clarify this Knight of Pentacles of where things are heading through the week. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Chariot, as well as the Eight of Pentacles. And I really see this as you and not this other person. You're trying to keep a balance in your life, restore it more than anything, and do what's fair for you, what's right for you, but also for others, more so for yourself. But, you know, moving slowly in the right direction here is what you're doing. You know, you're sticking to a plan that you started. You made it this far. You're not going to give up. It has been a rough road with the Ten of Swords, but with the Chariot, you know, you're moving on from that really tough time and really focused on, if I work hard enough, if I put my all into it, it's going to balance out. It's all going to work out with that Justice card at the bottom of the deck. So I really like the optimism and trying to push forward even through tough times. Let's see what this Nine of Pentacles in reverse is about that you're bringing to your reading. Okay. So you do feel it, and it's not all the time, but you feel at times you can get really stuck in your thoughts of how things are not going to work out, and it's fear-based more than anything. But you start off strong with excitement and just living in the moment, trying not to listen to others, trying to keep others, people's opinions out of your life. But there are stresses that you have, a lot of worry, and it is within your mind. It's like you put on a show for other people that you're fine, everything's, you're cool, calm, collective, but you are feeling this vulnerability that not everything material-wise is turning out the way that you want it to, but you're trying to protect yourself from that fear by having a lot more fun. Like, I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to look at the fun, but I'm not going to look at the worry of the situation, but you're still in your head over it. Let's go ahead and clarify that Seven of Swords in reverse for the energy that someone else is bringing to your reading here. I feel like whoever this is has given you lots of broken promises. Yeah. So the Seven of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. The bottom of the deck is going to be the Knight of Swords. They're running away as fast as they can, right? That's what they typically do. And there's a lot of relationship drama with this person. That's what they bring here. They show back up to get these other two swords that they left behind, but they're empty. There's nothing in it. They're showing up knowing that things aren't going to work out. They've already walked away before. They get bored. So they're very inconsistent. When they get bored, they feel unsatisfied and they feel like it's not worth being patient in a situation. This person is very consistent with running and acting quickly, like, I got to do this. And they're focused on their thoughts of, I got to run away from this. I can't stay in this. There's too much drama. Not going to stay. instead of feeling with their heart or looking at the bigger picture of how it affects everyone. And they don't want to, it's like they show up, but then they don't want to wait again. They give you a lot of broken promises and emptiness in, you know, their behavior and in their words. You really can't trust that person. So let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Pentacles in reverse for your outcome. Yeah, there are some relationships that are struggling here. So your intuition and your outcome is going to try and get through to you. Pay attention to that. That there are some people that really love you and support you and there for you. But you haven't been building those relationships. Those relationships sit in the background. They're very important people to you. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, relationships, unions, love, support. But we have High Priestess, the King of Cups, but also the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there are particular relationships that can thrive and flourish and people that want to be there for you and help you through a tough time. But your intuition is trying to tell you those people who love you are struggling, and that for some time you have been in this rut of feeling like things aren't working out, and you've been putting those people that are important to you, that support group that you have, whether it's family, friends, whatever, you've been putting them last. And so they need your attention. You know, they could be there for you and help you through a hard time, or just listen to you, get everything off your chest about what's currently happening. But they still love you. They support you. There's this karmic pattern of, I know I should do this, but right now I can't. And these people, your important relationships are struggling. And so that's where you're being told to pay attention to that in your week, because in the outcome, those relationships that struggle are the people who love you the most, and your intuition is trying to get you to look at that versus what's not working out. So let's go ahead and get an oracle message, which came out really fast. So Voyage of the Heart, love flows through you and to you. So when you give love to the right people, it will come back in return. Those who don't deserve it, you just leave them behind, Cancer. Don't worry about them. Uncovering treasure, what beneath the surface lies great bounty. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If it resonates with your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.